while those things are bubbling away in the old zinc plating tank, I want to turn my attention to this mud guard. Now the reason I'm doing this now is because it's easier to put this on without the front wheel on, and also the metal bracket under here sort of helps brace the forks a little with regards to lining them up for when I fit them in the top. So for me, I just want to get this on. So what I want to do, I want to get that metal thing out there and paint it, because I'm going to look at the state of it. Now these flange bolts here are odd sizes and they're rusty, so I'm going to buy some new ones, so I'm not going to bother trying to reuse them. Some pliers somewhere. Right. But what I want to do is clean that metal thing up, give it a good coat of paint to protect it, and then get it back on, and then this thing I can try and polish that up best I can. I'm not going to paint the bodywork, or certainly not going to paint the bodywork this time around. I mean, it may be something I'd consider doing at some point in the future, but it's not going to be part of the restoration. I know it's probably going to spoil the bike in someone's eyes. I've gone to all the trouble restoring everything and then putting dodgy panels back on, but basically I can't paint, not to any decent standard anyway. And the other problem is the decals, you cannot get them. So even if I've got someone to make a really nice paint job, the decals are a problem. That's riveted in, as you can see that. So these have got to be drilled out. Oh, that'll do the paintwork a lot of good, won't it? One. There's two for two. Three things, and I ain't bust the drill yet. Mind you, they're only aluminium. And there's four. So in theory, that should pull out. Theory being the wonderful thing that it is. There we go. That's that side out. Holding this side in. That's it. Gotcha. So there you go, very cruddy and rusty, but absolutely solid. So we'll get the old wire wheel on that. I've got it here actually. I'm not going to do the whole thing, but that's what we're going to do. Then we'll get some direct to rust paint on there, polish up that mud guard, get it back in, and we can fit that to the forks when we fit them in. So little jobs like this that make the difference. Okay guys, I'm going off camera, crack on with that. Well, that's cleaned up pretty good, but I've got no T-cut, so all I've done is polished it. I think I can do better. There's a few marks on it that won't come off. but we'll have to live with them. So yeah, I've got some teacup coming. I've ordered some with some other shit I've ordered. The bracket, I've wire brushed it best I can, and it's in my bucket of muriatic acid, so I'll just leave it in there for a day or so, and yeah, we'll crack on, and don't know, what shall I do next? Who knows? Right, look at all this space. Where's the GPZ gone? I'll tell you in a minute. It ain't gone far though, don't worry. I need to get that fucking thing moved over a bit because that's taking way too much space. Anyway, the reason the GPZ isn't here is because it's here. Oh yes, she's on wheels. We have reached a pivotal moment. Still a massively long way to go, obviously. What do we know then? I didn't film a lot, to be honest with you. You saw me do the back wheel. I built up the front wheel. Few things to... I wish I'd filmed some of it actually. These reflectors on this wheel, I've moved it much further nearer the tyre, so there's a bigger gap here, and I think it looks better. It's gone on easier. You'll see on the back wheel I did go quite close to this here, and in places it's lifting. I've actually ordered some more of these, so I'm probably going to do the back wheel again. The front spindle was very tight going in. I had to sand that a little bit. I think the coating I put on it turned out to be too thick. But yeah, she's on wheels. So what does that mean? Well, one thing it does mean is that I can take a break from this now for a little while, and I'm going to start work on the eliminator. I mean, there's already a video or two out on that, but I want to get stuck into tearing the front end off that, which I can now do because I can move this in and out the way. All I've got to do, there's no good torquing the back wheel yet because I've got to put the chain on and adjust it, but I'm going to put all the pinch bolts in there, adjust it. I'm going to fix these on properly because they're not actually, they're just sitting there. What else? That's it really. But yeah, we have reached a very good moment in the GPZ build, in that it is on wheels. It's all in one piece. I'm quite pleased with this. I mean, you obviously know I'm not a professional bikes restorer, and I have restored 3. I think the Mobilette was the first, then I've done a second one, and now this will be my third. Like I said, not a professional bike restorer, but I am learning it, and each one I do is better than the last, and this one I'm not disappointed with it. Maybe there's 1 or 2 areas where I think, yeah, I could have done that better. Anyway, I'm waffling. That's it guys, for the time being. We'll dip in and out and there'll be bits and pieces on the GPZ, but I want to get some work done on that eliminator, just to break up the channel a bit of you know, a little bit of difference. Anyway, thanks for bearing with me. We'll catch you on the next video.